Rice is almost ready. You guys know what day it is. It is high carb day. It's Thursday right now. We have legs. We've been doing high carbs day for a couple weeks now, probably 2 months, and my weight, as you guys saw, was the lowest this morning. So yeah, I'm gonna start cooking breakfast now, and I will bring you along my hard carb day. So I'm gonna put there my normal diet day, like my calories right now. They're around like 1400, pretty low, a lot of cardio, but today we only had 30 minutes for legs. So yeah, today it's gonna be a great day. So this is what we have for supplements for breakfast. I have my Vada, I have Kidney, vitamin K2, vitamin D3. We have the new multi that just released, and if you want to know the difference between the two of them, this one is just not as complete. It's the same vitamins in it. The only thing is, if you love to like separate like your curcumin, all those stuff that you rather have on the side, then it's just kind of like adding up multivitamin. So this one is a bit more complete if you just want to have everything in one and not have to like worry about everything else on the side. I use the Vita just because it's more complete, but if you just want to add up to it, to whatever you're already taking, the multi, so it's not live on the US website, you can use my code. Always start with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, organic, with a bit of water and some fish oil. So I'm gonna take that before, and then that's my breakfast. I'm gonna have 5 ounces of chicken from PREPSHOP that I already weighted. I'm gonna do with shredded lettuce in the pan with this one. It's almost done. I'll have this one as well. Both are very good. And then I cut up 100 grams of zucchini. I'm gonna put in the air fryer. Just gonna spray it with that, and 1 whole egg and rice. So I'm gonna show you guys when that's done. Right, here you have it. We have chicken, lettuce, zucchini, love them burn. And that's pretty much my regular breakfast is this with a whole egg. So the only difference is we added 100 grams and 40 of rice. And this is the best thing. So I can do like potatoes, or I could do cream of rice or rice in the morning when I do a high day. But egg yolk with rice is an elite combo, and if you've never tried it with salt, this is your sign. So can we take a moment for this? Oh, yes, love it. Cheers. Wow, people who doesn't love egg yolks are insane. Love it. So I usually eat downstairs at my desk, which is probably not the best thing, but I love to be able to do a little bit of work on my computer, check out like my online time before going to the gym, because I need to get there soon. So I'm gonna eat that, grab a coffee or rain or an energy drink, I'm not sure yet, and then I'm gonna see you guys for my pre-workout meal. I don't know. Oh, got it. Cheers. I love this one. This is a new one here, cherry lemonade. Love cherry. It's my new favorite. And as you can see, my tire is in my car. It's probably been 2 weeks now. I'm too lazy to put them back in my garage. So my parents are coming this weekend, tomorrow actually. So I'm super excited to see them, and I'll make my dad do it. Thanks, Dad. All right, so it's 12, and I'm just waiting to be on a call with my doctor. We've been doing checkup just to make sure that everything is good through prep, my health, my hormones, and I'm just waiting to get on the call and I am starving. I'm very starving. I'm starving. And my second meal, I'm very excited for it, and I cannot wait to eat. So I hope that we get on the call soon so I can show you guys what it is. I am hungry. Alright, so we have a big plate of potatoes for meal 2. Usually my meal is 140 gram of potato. I cook them raw. I weigh them raw, so it's more accurate. But today we get 280 grams. So I'm gonna put them in the air fryer. And I'm gonna spray it with that. So usually take about 10 to 12, 13 minutes to depending how much there is. So there's a little bit more, so it's gonna take about 15 minutes. I'm gonna grab 2 scoops of glycol as it cooks. Just help digesting high carb meals. So I'm gonna add it with my pre and post workout meal. Help with digestion, help to like use the carbs and push it through. Helps with using the carbs efficiently. So I'm gonna have that, and I'm gonna prep the rest of my meal. So we have lettuce, chicken from PREPSHOP, 4 ounces, and then we have olive oil that I'm just gonna put after. So you never want to cook with it. I'm just gonna drizzle it on my chicken as it's ready. And this is how you want your potatoes to be cooked. These are perfection. I'm so excited for those. And the last thing that's missing here is, let me show you, ketchup and a little shaker of vinegar. So don't need 5 guys, we don't need same thing. So I'm gonna eat the chicken first, and then I'm just gonna put some ketchup in there. Gotta be careful because it is some extra carbs and calories, but on the high they don't care as much. And then I just pour the vinegar there, a little bit of salt, and then I just mix it like that. And it is fantastic. This is the best pre-flavor I've ever had in my life. You have to try it out. I'm gonna do a scoop, well, 2 scoops for legs. Yeah, let's get this shit going. All right, we're back from the gym. It was a good workout. My legs are shaking right now, and I can feel them getting sore already, which is a great sign. But it's 4, and when I was training, I could not believe that I have 5, actually 4 now, 4 leg workout left, or 5 maybe 5, 4 or 5. But anyway, it's coming so quick, I can't even comprehend it. I had 2 glycol when I was driving back because I live super close to the gym, and I love to have them 20 minutes prior. So I'm very time oriented in that way. If I take my pre, I need to be starting training 20 minutes after. Same thing with everything else. So post-workout meal now, I can have either 50 gram of cream of rice or rice. I just had a bunch of rice cooked, and I just felt like it. So I weighed it already before leaving, kept it in the fridge. I love my rice cold sometimes, depending on like with what I eat. So this meal I love it cold, so I put it in the fridge while I was working out. So just gonna put it in a bowl, so 140 gram of rice. I'm gonna just put some water just to make it a bit moist. Since it's in the fridge, it's a bit hard. And then with this meal, so usually my post-workout meal is only 80 gram of rice. So for me, it's a real treat. And then this meal, I'm gonna have 4 ounces of PREPSHOP chicken. I'm just gonna add some shredded lettuce. I'm very particular with something, so there's some meals that I'm gonna prefer this salt because I don't really care when it's a bowl. And there's some meal when it's like potatoes or something, I love to have the big chunk of salt. And then same thing with those sauce. So I'm gonna put this one on this one. But there's some meals that prefer this one. So it really depends, or I'll mix both. So I'm gonna put a little bit of both, and then we're gonna add some blueberries to that. That is it for my third meal. Today's gonna be my last meal of this holiday with carbs. Last week we did a burger for my last meal at Burger Priest, and it was heavenly. And I was hoping to have it this week as well. I responded super well to it. My weight is down 2 pounds from last week, but we're not having one today, so it's fine. I mean, you gotta know where to push. I mean, your coach needs to know where to push. He kind of gave me that to see how I would respond. Responded well, but at the same time, we're 5 weeks out, so you need to know where to push and pull and kind of like give and not too much. And Duran's the best at it. He knows my body more than anyone else. So yeah, so that's my last high carb meal for today, and I'm gonna enjoy that. And fun story, one that was so dead post-workout, and I had blueberries and I was just so lazy to put another bowl out. So I just dropped in my meal. I'm like, I don't care, I'm just gonna mix it all together. And it's been pretty good, so I've just been doing that since then. And then with this meal, I have my vitamin kidney, so I have those twice a day. So yes. Okay, so I posted on my channel on Instagram, I posted a Q&A just asking you guys a couple questions for me to answer today. Just to add a little bit, I feel like on those full of eating, there's not much to show. So I'm gonna answer some of your questions as I eat my post-workout meal. So I get that at all. Someone's asking, what's the hardest part of prep for you and how do you deal with it? So I think every prep is different. So obviously from prep to prep, you can have different thing you struggle with, or harder things in different preps, and everyone's different. For me, I feel like the food is fine. Especially I get to a point like my food is so low, like even if I'm hungry, I don't really care. I don't care much about food. For me, I think it's when my energy isn't there. And obviously everyone goes through it, and it meant to happen, but when you can't even feel your body anymore because you're just so tired and you still need to do everything, and to kind of keep training your clients, do everything in your day-to-day life, and your brain isn't even there. So I think it's pretty much the hardest part, and it's for me I'm learning to go every day with one day at a time, but also one thing at a time. I get overwhelmed with oh my god, tomorrow I have so many things to do, this and that, but I need to focus on I have 2 clients right now, this one I'm focusing on, it's gonna be fine, and can just talk yourself through it. Yeah, so that is it. Okay, someone's asking, what has been the biggest difference between this prep and others? So I think that this prep And like if you guys are following me for a little bit, you guys know last year like I took the year off for like just like health wise and like also mental health. The mental health at like I was in a place that like mentally I couldn't do it. And I think it changed my whole perspective. So I still have moments that I'm like, oh, like I don't want to do this, or like, oh, I'm like doubting myself. But I think I'm in a place that the confidence I have in myself from like day-to-day life, and like how I see my physique and like how I think I can do at shows is so much different. And also like just how day-to-day like life is in prep. Like I think I'm so much more like positive. Yes, there's still days it's hard, and like there's days I don't want to talk to anyone, but I think like mentally like I'm in a better place, and I'm more at peace, and I'm more enjoying every step of the process of like I'll wake up, I'm like 5 weeks out, and like all my other prep I would always just be like looking for like the next step and like how I'm going to look at the show, or like close to the show peak week, instead of like enjoying like where I am at the moment. So right now I'm enjoying every week that I'm going through, and I'm enjoying the current prep. Obviously there's days I'm like, okay, like I can't wait to like get more like lines on my legs and stuff, but I'm still enjoying every part of the process much more than I used to. And there's a confidence about me that I didn't have before. Then like right now I'm like, I think I can win this show, and this is so great to feel that way. Okay, so someone is asking which federation I'm competing in, and if we can watch the event online. So I'm going to do the New York Pro, which is IFBB Pro League, and yes, there's going to be a live stream. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, the day obviously like of the show, like the day before, I'm gonna share the live stream with you guys. But okay. Someone's asking what is my go-to cardio. So I would say elliptical if it's my day-to-day cardio. I feel like elliptical, you can push yourself, you can bring your heart rate up much easier than like treadmill, and it still burns almost the same amount of calories than like a Stairmaster, but it's not as hard on your joint, on your knee, and to be honest, like a lot of people doesn't do Stairmaster how they should do. A lot of people lean over it, so at the end of the day it's not really like much better if you're doing Stairmaster that way than doing elliptical. However, if you're doing Stairmaster the way you should do it, without holding the whole time, even if you have to put lower level, so like I put level 6 to 7, sometimes 8, and I read, and like a lot of people asking me how do you do to read on it, and like my level is not so high up, but I'm like it's hard enough that like I'm having a hard time, I'm struggling, but I'm not holding the whole time, I'm not holding at all, so it makes it much harder without me having to put level 12. So I think like Stairmaster, I'm enjoying it now. Now that Duran wants me to do it at least like 30 minutes every day, it can like, I feel like the Stairmaster is hard, not even as a form of cardio, but also mentally, because the whole time you want to give up. I feel like elliptical, it's hard, and it's just like it's long, it's kind of like it's cardio, but you're not the whole time like, no, I need to like push through. It's like it's a little bit easier in a way. I feel like the Stairmaster is really like it actually work your mental so much more, so it kind of push you in a different way too than just cardio. So I kind of like, I love the aspect of like the mental pushing aspect of stairs. So that would be my two, but I don't think I would do 45 minutes. I've done it before, but I don't think I would do an hour of stairs. Like, how to know? What's your favorite meal? I feel like it's a hard one because every time I'm about to eat, I'm excited for it. Like I love every meal. I would say like breakfast is probably my go-to. I love eggs. I love egg yolks. Anything with eggs, love. Potato meal is probably becoming one of my favorite. And I would say like the Ninja Creamy, like the ice cream, with the protein, Pro HD, HD protein, the chocolate peanut butter, which is a lovely sweet treat, and they nailed the chocolate peanut butter flavor, which I love Reese's. So yeah, I would say that. At the same time, I don't have any steak or salmon meal right now, but salmon and rice or steak and rice are always. I love fatty meals, so that would probably be up there. Is your weight loss moving at the pace you are expecting or after? So we didn't have much of a weight goal, but considering I started prep with my weight pretty high, so I think the highest was like 180. I think when I checked in the first time for my prep it was 175. I've been about, I'm one, I posted this morning, I'm 146.6. So it's a lot of weight. Back in the kitchen for meal 4. I was talking earlier and I think my camera overheated. So I was just saying how we didn't really have like a weight goal, but I've dropped a lot of weight since I started. And right now I'm 146 and I usually compete at 130, so it is very exciting because obviously I'm still gonna have at least a 6 to 7 pounds to drop in the next 5 weeks, maybe a little bit more, but that means that I should be competing around 140, which is where I kind of wanted to wish to be, which would be like a hopefully 8 to 10 pounds gain of like muscle, taking that all year off. So very beneficial. I'm super glad I did it. But yeah, meal 5. So this one is I don't have any carbs in this meal. It's only white fish. So the way I cook my white fish, I chop it in a little cube and I put it in the air fryer with like a little bit of seasoning. I dislike white fish so much and I eat it cold, and that's the only way I enjoy it. So this is how it looks like. I'm gonna do 5 ounces of that. And if you guys want to know how I cook it, I actually showed it in one of my YouTube videos, so I'm gonna put the video that's in there. So if you go back on that YouTube video, you're gonna see all I cook my fish, but love it this way. I eat it cold. I'm gonna do 5 ounces. And then we just increased my calories a little bit in this meal. So it used to be just white fish for the longest time, but because we lowered my carbs on a regular day, we just increased my fat a little bit in this one. I'm gonna do shredded lettuce for volume. I'm gonna do 100 grams of zucchini. Most of the time I cook my zucchini in my air fryer, but I got some from PREPSHOP just so I can, so they can like grill it. So I'm just gonna chop them. So 150 grams of zucchini in this meal. My fish, avocado, zucchini, that's how it looks like. I'm gonna add a little bit of both in this one, and with this meal I have betaine, I have curcumin, and I have citrus bergamot, which I don't know where I put. Betaine is really good to help with digesting protein, especially on a higher protein diet, especially when you get closer to a show, you have a little bit more protein, so very good for digesting that. Curcumin for like just health, joint, and also for inflammation. So yeah, all right, so this is what it looks like. Doesn't look the most appealing, but it is probably one of my favorite meal right now, to be honest, just because of the volume of it, just with the lettuce, avocado, just like there's more protein, like volume of protein. And then just the zucchini, just such a huge kind of like power bowl. So I love this meal. But yeah. Last meal of the day. So it's actually 7:30. I'm gonna take out my creamy. So I have ice cream creamy every night, which is fantastic. But I take it 30 minutes prior. And I love eating at 8. I love eating a bit earlier, just to let time to digest before going to sleep. And I have been going to sleep a little bit earlier now. So I'm gonna let that sit for 30 minutes, and I'm gonna show you guys how do I prep mine, because I've been doing it with Greek yogurt. So pretty simple, but I'll show you guys. Super simple. Only 3 things. Greek yogurt. I love the organic 0%. Favorite protein, if you know, you know, chocolate peanut butter from PREPSHOP, and salt. So I'm gonna put, so my meal is 220 grams, so we increase my my protein here. So 220 grams of Greek yogurt. And then 3/4 of a cup of a scoop of PREPSHOP. Here, and I'll put my salt. I'll put half of my salt in there already, and I'll add a bit more once I cook it. So I'm gonna put that. I love to put a little bit of water, so let's see if I mix it now. And I'm gonna put a little bit of water in, just so there's a little bit more volume. And then just mix it. And this I'm gonna put in the freezer. That's gonna be for tomorrow. I'm gonna put it for 24 hours, and the one's just sitting there unfrozen, and it's almost ready to make. Super easy. Go. And then with that meal, I have 50 grams of blueberries. So I love the frozen one, but you can put any berries. And I have sliced almond, 15 grams. So I'm gonna add that after I mix it up, and I'll show you guys what does it look like after. And I'll have my Sleep HD. 3 scoops with it, 3 pills. Very helpful, especially at the end of my prep when I start having a worse sleep. It's getting a bit harder to sleep. My body's fighting it, so definitely helps a lot having that up with my last meal. I love having my tea at nighttime, so I'll have the nettle tea. That's more just for helping everything kind of like flush. And then I love this one. I just tried it not long ago. It's a calm, but I just love the flavor. It's like orange flavor. So I'm gonna have that with my last meal. Alright, so it is done. This is the final product. It looks fantastic. I don't know if you guys can see, but I just mix it all together. Not much carbs in this meal, but I just love this meal. So good. This is my favorite setup at the end of the day. And my meal, I have my tea over there. I don't know how I'm gonna grab it. And I have my boots on. If you guys know, I've been using them more and more now because Stairmaster is taxing my legs. So just wanting to like reduce inflammation as much as I can. So I wear them almost every day or every 2 days, but after leg, I always put them on. So I'm gonna put them on for an hour, watch some TV, and this is the book that I'm currently reading. So I had so many of you guys telling me how good this book is. I'm like not even halfway there, and I've been reading more or so on cardio, and it's good. I think it takes me a little bit longer time to get into it, and I don't know if it's like problem getting like I get to a point I'm like so tired. The past week I've been putting reading aside a little bit, and I've just been like watching a little bit more TV or just like going to bed very early. So yeah, that's where I'm at, but I love it so far. I just need to get more into it. But yeah, I'm gonna relax. But these seriously is the best purchase I've done. And yeah, so I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna do a check-in just with you guys, showing you my weight after a high day. I'm waking up a little bit early, so I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm gonna show you how I look after a high day. And yeah, it's time for bed. So good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, so as you can see, went up 0.4 pounds, which is really good after a high day. And this is how I look right now. So obviously having a bit more carbs, your body looks a little bit different. It's kind of like the nice thing in prep is when you get really close, you get a little bit more carbs. Your body change every day, looks so different. So just trust the process, oh my god, trust every day. But yeah, so today back to normal schedule. Tomorrow is a check-in with my coach, so we're gonna be 5 weeks out on the dot tomorrow. My parents are coming in tonight, so super excited to see them. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you again so much for all the support. Love you guys.